If you like our video, click the subscribe button to subscribe to our channel and get easy access to new content. To see our full suite of ad-free video courses and training materials, visit us at teachucomp.com. To manage your sales transactions, hover over the Sales or Invoicing link in the navigation bar. Then click the All Sales link in the side menu that appears to show all your sales for the last 365 days in the Sales Transactions page that opens to the right. At the top of the page is a money bar that shows any unbilled, unpaid, and paid transaction summary totals from the last 365 days. Clicking any section of the money bar filters the list below it to show only those types of transactions or customers. You can click the same section again, or click the Clear Filter/View All link to view all the transactions again. You can expand and collapse the money bar by clicking the arrow below it at the right side of the page. In the upper right corner of the page are two drop-down buttons. To import transactions from Square, click the Import Transactions button and then click the Square command in the drop-down menu. To create a new sales transaction, click the New Transaction button and then select the type of transaction to create from the drop-down menu that appears. Selecting any drop-down menu choice opens the corresponding transaction creation window. Below the money bar is a Filter button. Clicking this button opens a menu that lets you filter the transactions in the transaction list by selecting filtering choices. The filtering choices include the type, status, delivery method, date, and customer dropdowns. Use the dropdowns to select your desired filtering choices and, if needed, enter any date values in any associated from and to fields that appear. To then apply the filter, click the Apply button in this menu. Alternatively, to reset the drop-down choices you made, click the Reset button. To remove filtering choices after applying them, either click the X button that appears to the right of the particular filter choice to remove, or click the Clear Filter/View All link to the right of the Filter button to clear all your filters. Under the Filter button is a Batch Actions drop-down button. Depending on what transactions you currently have checked within the transactions list, the choices shown in the drop-down menu that appears when you click the Batch Actions button change. To use this button to perform a single action on multiple transactions, select the transactions on which to perform the batch action within the transactions list by checking the checkbox to the left of the transactions. Then click the Batch Actions drop-down button and select the batch action to perform on the selected transactions from the drop-down menu. In the upper right corner of the sales transaction list are three buttons for Print List, Export to Excel, and Settings. Clicking the Print List button opens a printer-friendly transaction list page and also opens your web browser's print dialog box. Clicking the Export to Excel button downloads the sales transaction list as an Excel workbook. Clicking the Settings button shows sales transaction list display options in a drop-down menu. Under the Columns heading in the drop-down menu, you can check or uncheck the names of the columns to show or hide them in the list. You can click the Show More or Show Less toggle link under the list of columns to expand and collapse the listing if needed. Clicking the Rows drop-down in the drop-down menu shows another drop-down menu that lets you select the number of transaction rows to show per page in the list. Checking or unchecking the Compact checkbox shows a compact or expanded version of the list items. The column headings for the sales transactions list are Date, Type, Number, Customer, Memo, Due Date, Balance, Total, Status, and Action. Clicking any of the column headings except the Action Columns heading sorts the transactions by the values in that column. Clicking any transaction in the list opens the transaction. The Action column contains a link and a drop-down menu of links that change depending on the content of the transaction. You can click the link or select a link from the drop-down to perform that action on that particular transaction. Remember to click the subscribe button to see more of our videos. Get ad-free courses at teachucomp.com.